Hi everyone, it's Steve. Hope you're keeping well. I want to quickly talk to you a little bit about mental health training for the workplace, especially first aid for mental health. It's quite interesting having a look at the statistics for 2020, 2019, 2020 from the Health and Safety Executive, looking at things that have actually gone on. So were you aware that there were 0.8 million cases of new work-related stress, depression, anxiety cases that came into place from the Labour workforce survey in the last 12 months. Quite an interesting, significant thing there was to be aware of, which was quite surprised, especially with the drive to have better places at work and better support for those with mental health problems. So that was quite an interesting thing that actually came out into there as well. So looking at it, what we had was 828,000 people suffering work-related stress, depression, anxiety in 2019-2020. Okay, and work suffering from a new case reported in that time period was 347,000, which resulted in 17.9 million days of work loss as a result. So just think about that spread across all the businesses in the UK. But if you run a business, how many days are you actually losing at work as a result of people being off with stress, depression, or anxiety at work? Have you got a plan in place to help and support staff work with mental health problems or mental health conditions that they might have? How do you support them with their stress levels? How do you balance your days out? How do you provide support, take the workload off? How do you help manage and support them through that all? It's quite interesting looking at statistics for the different industries. So electricity, gas and air conditioning suppliers was the highest figure, followed by public admin, and defence was second highest, followed by human health and social work was the next highest, then education, then every other industry that came through. So it was quite interesting seeing of what's actually gone on with that. So there definitely needs to be more support on companies thinking about what's happening, because it's having a huge impact on the workforce. So how many hundreds of pounds, if you're a small business, thousands of pounds, hundreds of thousands, millions, depending on the size of the business that you actually run, are actually not being put in place? Are you being lost with lost productivity at work? So just thinking about that, what can be done? There's lots of training that's available out there. Does your workplace have some first aid for mental health instructors actually in the workplace, so people who are qualified to support people to help spot the signs when staff are struggling and point them where to get advice from? Do you have an action plan at work of places you can point people to if they're struggling? What activities do you put in place to try and reduce the stresses and workload staff are under? What are the targets that you give staff? How many hours are they working? How do you help them juggle those with family and personal commitments that they have as well? So a lot of things need looking at, and some really good courses out there. We run some great courses. We're in the process of putting some online ones together for you, and we do run some in-person ones, and we can run courses over Zoom or over Teams if that's a preference for you. But we do everything from level 1 up to level 3 courses, and obviously level 3 is the supervising and managing course. Level 1 is the awareness course of first aid for mental health for the workplace, raising awareness of some of the conditions that are out there, how you can support colleagues at work, how you have action plans for the workplace, but also helping you understand how to start the conversation, which is often one of the hardest parts. So if you'd like some more details and more information, then please get in touch. But feel free to go on the HSE website and have a look. Their statistics document goes up every year, and it gives you an idea from the workplace in terms of different types of illness, injuries, lost days of work, lost productivity, and everything that goes out through there. So it's quite an interesting little document. A bit dull for some people, but we need to have a look at how could your business potentially be being affected by certain issues that are going on out there. It's worthwhile to look at, see what can be put in place. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.